Hello Sagittarius. Let's find out what the month of November holds for you. We'll start with your overall energies in November. Your first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th house, 11th and 12th house. Let me arrange these cards. And what is your overall energy in the month of November? So you'll be very chatty about what you want. You'll be a little bit pushy. You request a lot of things from other people, and I see a lot of talks, a lot of requests on your side. You'll be also spoiled by the people around you. So let's see how other people will see you in the month of November. They could find you a little bit negative. They could believe that you are gossiping. So we have these two cards. So you will be talking a lot with different people, and people may find you like somebody who is gossiping about other people. So they will see you a little bit on the negative side. Like you are requesting things that are not appropriate for your age, that are more appropriate for a child, for example. And that you are acting like a spoiled child. So let's see how your finances will be in the month of November. This is your second house. There won't be some change in your financial status. It looks like it does not depend on you. You don't have so much room to move for movement, and for the moment at least you don't plan anything in your financial life to be changed. Things will remain as they were before, also in the month of November. You don't see where is the exit from this situation you are in right now. What will be your communication? We see some problems with your communication in the month of November. So we have these three cards who are showing us that you'll be talking a lot with people, but somehow your message will remain unclear to them, and it will be a little bit unclear, a little bit blurry. People might not understand exactly what do you mean. So maybe you will be communicating with them based on your emotions and based on your instincts. And the advice here will be to be as much clear as you can, because we see with the moon card that you will not be able to express clearly what you mean in the month of November, Sagittarius. Let's see what we have in your fourth house, the house of your home. Things will be stable in your house. Everything will be really nice. You won't miss anything. Even if you won't be able to make more money than usual, nothing will be missing in your house. Everything will be stable, and nothing will break up in the month of November. What do we have in your fifth house, if you have children, they may get some health issues in the month of November with the flu and the season so get prepared with some vitamins in case of needs. Consult with their doctor. This is also the house of your artistic expression, the way you express yourself artistically. And if you have some artistic activity, you won't feel very appreciated in the month of November. You will feel like somebody who is underestimated, who is not at the needed level. Note that, however, this is just the way you think about this situation, and even if there are some objective reasons for you to thinking like this is a temporary setback, so it should pass after the month of November. This should not continue. What do we have in your sixth house? The house of your job, the house of your health. You'll be a little bit stressed, a lot of anxiety. So I see that you have a lot of concerns in your job and on your workplace. Maybe you're looking for a new job, and this causes you also issues with your sleep pattern, a lot of stress, a lot of repetitive thoughts. So this is a stressful situation which is impacting negatively also your health. Bear in mind that the Nine of Swords usually means thoughts that are just and fears that are just in your head. Maybe they reflect also events from the real life, but they are fears from fears for past event or for future events that have not occurred yet. So you have to be more grounded and more in the present. This is the advice how you can overcome the Nine of Swords. What do we have in your seventh house? The house of your partnerships. I see that you will be arguing with your partners. We have professional and love partners. This is why I'm using the plural. So there could be some fights with these two cards. You will be on your side, this child who demands things and wants things to be done on certain way. This is a little bit of idealistic mindset and sometimes some utopia. And your partner will be very straight to the point. They may also terminate your relationship with the Ace of Swords. In all the cases, your relationship will be cleared out in the month of November. Things should be cleared out. Your partner will want to make things clear, because on your side your communication is a little bit blurry. What do we have in your eighth house? The house of your sexual life. We see that you don't have that much desire, so you're a little bit of depressed. There's some moodiness, and this impacts also your intimate life. This is normal. You are absorbed in your own thoughts, and I believe that also your financial situation and work situation impacts your intimate life. What do we have in your ninth house? The house of your studies, the house of communication with foreigners, learning, upgrading your spiritual path. We see that you have started something and you're following some strict routine in these regards. Maybe you have started some studies and you are very strict to your routine. You know what do you want. Here's the advice is if you are planning to start studying some new thing, this thing should be related to a structure. For example, military, something that has to do with routine where there are strict rules. You should look for this kind of studies. Let's see what do we have in your 10th house, the house of your ambitions, the house of your career. Once again, you don't feel very well on your workplace. If you are working, you feel like just a new starter, that you're trying to build something but you are just at the beginning. Or if you don't have work, this is the reason why you feel like a small child who is in the world of adult people. You're just a small child who doesn't have enough money, and this feeling will continue also in the month of November. What do we have in your 11th house, the house of your friendships? We have full support of your friends. You will feel very good with them. They will support you, and you will feel loved by them. And finally, 12th house, the house of your secret enemies. What should you expect? We have the fears, we have secret enemies with the World card. You are afraid of something, that some information of yours will become public. There will be something like this situation. Let's find some advice for this information. You're stressed. Maybe there's some information that you don't want to become public for you. You see my cat who was on the thumbnail. But you will find support of your in your family. Your family will support you in this case. So I see that you're really conflicted and you're afraid that your family won't support you, but here we see that they will support you, so you shouldn't be afraid. Like you need to remain calm, be stable as much as you can, and everything will be good. I hope this information was useful for you, Sagittarius. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Hello Capricorn. Let's see what the month of November holds for you. We'll make the zodiac spread and we'll take a look at each side of your life. So we have your overall energies, your first house, second house, third house, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th house. So Capricorns, let's see how will be your overall energy in the month of November. You start planning something you are waiting for, or something you have initiated already in the month of October. And in the month of November, you will see the results. Maybe it regards some trip you have planned in the month of November, or you wanted to start a new job and you were waiting for the final confirmation. This will occur in the month of November, Capricorns. How you will appear in other people's eyes. So you will be celebrating something, and you will appear as somebody who is cheerful, happy, not that serious, maybe a little bit chatty to cheerful, but with a lot of positive energy around you. How your finances will be in the month of November. We don't see a lot of financial income, and this could create some moodiness in you. Maybe you are celebrating too much, and this is the reason why you cannot keep your money. So try to save a little bit, not spend everything for celebrations. What do we have in your third house? This is the house of your communication, and we have the Eight of Wands, which is the card of communication. So you will be talking a lot. I see that you will be talking a lot with your friends, even gossiping a little bit. So this is what will be the main energy in the month of November for you. What do we have in your fourth house? The house of your home. Everything will be balanced there. Don't expect nothing out of nothing to happen in your house. So everything will be stable. If somebody in your home was ill, they will get better. You shouldn't be worried about. What do we have in your fifth house? The house of your children. So if you have children, they will be a little bit passive during that month. They won't be that active. You should expect them to be more in their minds, contemplating what is going on around them. And if you have, if you don't have children, here there's the Hanged Man could indicate that you are pregnant, as this is the normal position for a baby. So we'll see if there are other indications for this going forward, but bear in mind. Let's see, what do we have in your sixth house? The house of your health and the house of your job, your workplace. We have something unexpected going on that will surprise you, and you will be absolutely shocked. It could go with this pregnancy if it's unexpected, something that will shock you, and you won't be able to react. You won't know how to react to this information. What do we have in your seventh house? The house of your partners. We don't see serious partner here. Maybe this is the case why you're reacting, why you would react like this to the information of possible pregnancy, because we don't have nothing stable or nothing serious with the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles, it indicates relationships where there's no spiritual connection Everything is based on the opportunity, and if this relationship will bring you some advantage, and somebody is using their power in a negative way here. Also, next to the tower, it indicates not very good news. So what do we have in your 7th house? The house of in this case I will interpret it as the house of money you have not earned by your own, but that you have received from other people, for example after somebody's death. The advice is, if you have received some money like an inheritance or something like this, you should keep this money, try to save them. Also here with the Queen of Cups, we see that you are inclined to spend money based on your emotions. You're an emotional spender. So if you feel cheerful, you may spend a lot of money for some celebration, or if you're depressed, you may spend some money in order to make you feel better. But the advice here is to save this money you have put aside, because we have these unexpected situations here, and the advice is to keep this money and save them. What do we have in your 9th house? This is the house of your studies, the house of your spiritual growth. So maybe you were expecting to get, for example, admitted in some university, or to finish your studies. If you have exams in November, this card is not very promising, as you can imagine. If you have also these issues here, the studies, it's clear that won't be the focus of your attention. So don't expect good results from your studies in the month of November, Capricorns. What do we have in your 10th house? The house of your ambitions and your career. Things will be unclear. You won't be able to focus, and you won't have clear picture on how should you proceed. The house of your friends, the 11th house, everything will go very well with your friends. We see them here also. So you will feel supported, great support, emotional support from your friends in the month of November. You may count on them. And 12th house, the house of your secret enemies, subconscious and fears. We have karma here. So based on what you have done till now, this is the warning that if you have done something wrong, if you have not acted in the correct way, your actions will take their consequences in the month of November. In opposition to the 6th house, where we have the Tower, you should know that this unexpected thing that will happen, either in your workplace, either with your health, something unexpected, this won't be that out of nothing. It will be based on your actions, or based on your inaction during the past months and years. So if you have had some negative symptoms in the past, or your doctor told you several times that you should take some medications, or you shouldn't take some foods or drinks or whatever it is, and you have ignored their advice, you will have this negative situation in the month of November as a result of your past actions, dear Capricorns. So that was your reading, your prediction for the month of November. I hope this information was useful for you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Hello Aquarius. Let's see what the month of November holds for you. We'll make the zodiac spread and we'll review each sector of your life. What are your overall energies in November? Your first house, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th house, 11th and 12th house. So, dear Aquarius, let's see what will be your overall energy in the month of November. You'll be concentrated on your work, on your task. You will master your craft, and you will be absorbed in your work routine. This is the overall energy. You'll be concentrated on your work, on the things you are doing, and you try to make them better and better in the month of November. How you will appear in other people's eyes, your first house. Well, people will find you a little bit deceptive, a little bit somebody who is trying to avoid the negative situations, somebody who is a little bit tricky. So people could believe that you are lying to them, that you are always passing with less effort and less hard work. How your finances will go. Your finances, maybe you will request some increase of your salary. You will find some new way to earn money, and this could possibly grow. It's related to some artistic activity, but this won't happen in the month of November. It's just an idea that you could have, and you will discuss it with somebody. But I don't see an increase in your financial sector in the month of November. What do we have in your third house, the house of your communication? You will be able to communicate in a very balanced manner. You will be very calm. You will avoid extreme emotional extremes in your communication. So you will be very peaceful and balanced. And this regards also your siblings, this information. If your siblings were experiencing some health issues during the previous months, in the month of November they will start to heal and to feel better. What do we have in your fourth house? The house of your home. You feel very well in your home. You will feel safe and protected, and there won't be anything negative here. You will feel really great, and you will be able to heal your soul there in conjunction with the Temperance card. You will be able to even to express from your house, to express some healing emotions and energy. You will be able to, how should I say it, to send this information out to the world. What do we have in your 5th house? The house of your children. If you have children, they may do some stupid actions. I see that you will be able to understand them, however, and you will remind yourself that they are just children without experience. This is also the house of artistic activities, so with this page of wands here and the Fool, you might find new artistic activity that will inspire you. What do we have in your 6th house? The house of your health and your job, your workplace. Things will go with ups and downs, nothing serious. There could be some minor issues with your health, but nothing serious. Things will go with ups and downs, fluctuating. And maybe you have 2 sources of income or 2 activities you're trying to balance. And you will be concentrated on this in the month of November. What do we have in your 7th house? The house of your partnerships. We have love, choice. So all of a sudden in the month of November you may find new love. Here the 5th house indicates not only children and artistic activity, but also flirts. So you might find new romantic interest and start some new communication with a new person, potential partner. What do we have in your 8th house? The house of your sexual life. We don't have nothing here because this is just potential. So either you don't have the moment activity in this sector of your life, either you don't want this to be discussed. So let's move on. What do we have in your 9th house? You will have the 9th house is the house of your spiritual growth and of your studies, the house of your communication with foreigners, your traveling abroad, and with the Hierophant. I would say that there will be some spiritual growth in the month of November for you, Aquarius. So you might find the spiritual guide you are looking for so many years or months in your life. The 10th house, the house of your career. Things will be stable. There won't be any movements like increase, but you will be happy with what you have. Or if you get any proposal for career growth, maybe you will be the one who won't accept it. You like things to stay as they are. You don't like sudden changes, and you like to master what you are doing now instead of moving forward and start learning from the very beginning. What do we have in your 11th house? What do we have in the house of the Aquarius? We have the card of the Aquarius, the star. Your friends will be your the reflection of yourself. They will be able to help you, to give you a hand, to listen to you, and they will be also wanting to keep some distance. So we know how we are, Aquarius. We don't we like all kinds of friends, but we don't like them to be that close to us. We like to keep our space. So Everything will be just fine in the field of your friendships, and you will be able to make the difference. However, in your friends will notice that you have changed, and they will tell you that you are their star, that you are shining bright. You have some good experience with your friends. And what do we have in your 12th house? The house of your subconscious, the house of your fears, and the house of your secret enemies. You might have some secret enemy, somebody who is completely unexpected for you, but you are able to avoid this secret enemy. They don't know how you are capable to do so, but every time they attacked you, I would say on some energetic level, you're able to avoid their attack. And this is based on your intuition in the 12th house. Your intuition will go stronger and you become even more intuitive. With the star in conjunction with the high priestess, we have increase in your intuition, and this is also based on something you are doing with your friends. So that was your reading for the month of November, Aquarius. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Hello Pisces. Let's see what the month of November holds for you. We'll make the zodiac spread and we will review each sector of your life. So let's start with your overall energies in the month of November. Your first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th house. What do we have as overall energies in November for Pisces? You will act like a little spoiled child. You will request a lot of things. You will want to be in the center of the attention, people to pay attention, to take care of you, and you will be a little bit noisy too. So this is the overall energy. You will make a little bit of noise in the month of November, Pisces. How other people will see you? This is reviewed by your first house. People will see you as somebody who is very creative and very attractive. They will find you sexy, so maybe you have done something with your physical appearance, and this will be well noticed in the month of November, Pisces. And they will find you somebody who is attractive, who is very sexy and independent, active, and you will be noticed. You cannot pass unobserved. What do we have in your second house? Your house of the house of your money. So we have emotional stability. So even if you don't make that much of money, you will feel absolutely okay with the amount you're making, and you will be satisfied with the money flow. Your third house shows us the house of your communication. You will have really great communication with the Queen of Wands. We see that maybe you will find some new way of making money, artistic way that will be very, that will make you very feel very well. It will be some new creative idea and activity where you will feel great. This will be a new way of making money that will give you absolute satisfaction. What do we have in your fourth house, the house of your home? Maybe you have some fights in your home, you have some arguments with the people you are living with. So expect also some damage to your furniture or something to break there. But we see that you will be calling for attention and you receive this attention in the month of November, Pisces. Thanks to this new creative energy that will come into your life. What do we have in your fifth house? The house of your children, something unpleasant, some negative surprise that they will serve you. This is also the house of your creative expression. So you could also have, this could be just your breakup, like you all of a sudden have this break. You will be able to become viral or something like this, because we have all these cards here, so this could be interpreted also in a positive way. Let's find out some more information. However, your sixth house, the house of your job, your workplace, and your health. Maybe you have some health issues that you are taking with yourself from a long time. So there's nothing new. Maybe some old health issues will remind of themselves. And you don't feel stressed on your workplace. Let's find out some more information about this tower. How should we interpret it? Is it something positive or negative? So it's something that is not that pleasant, and maybe there will be some unpleasant action from your competitors, and you should fight for your position. We have also the Five of Wands in your fourth house. So if you have children and they live with you, you should know that they will create some issues in the month of November. This is the warning, and you shouldn't lose the control on them. They will keep popping up with some demands, some requests, something unpleasant, and you should keep requesting and keep putting everything in order. They could create a big mess in the month of November, Pisces. What do we have in your seventh house? The house of your relationships. You will feel in love, and your partner will be very supportive, and there won't be nothing to worry about. You will feel loved. If you don't have partners, you may find new love and something unexpected, like love at first sight. You may fall in love at first sight. And what do we have in your eighth house? This is the house of your intimate life. There's no such much of activity going on here. Maybe you are a little bit disappointed with the results. You have put the effort, but you're not seeing the results. So things require time. Everything will happen, but a little bit later. You won't see the results in the month of November. And if you are expecting money for example, for somebody's insurance or something like this, you won't receive this money in the month of November, like inheritance or money you have not worked for. You won't receive them in the month of November. It will happen a little bit later. What do we have in your 9th house? Pisces, maybe you will receive some clear, I wouldn't say idea, but like illumination that you have how to increase your spiritual powers. So you will have this idea how to channel things and how to manifest things, and this will happen in the month of November for some reason. You channel this information on a spiritual level, how to manifest faster things to happen in your life. It could be related to this financial situation that took too much time, and you will find on a spiritual level a new way how to manifest and how to make it happen faster. What do we have in your 10th house, the house of your career? If there was some negative things going on in your past till now, this is also the house of your ambitions. Things were going not that smooth. In the month of November, they will speed up and there won't be that much stress in your career. You will feel that things are going on the right direction. You will feel confident. What do we have in your 11th house? The house of your friendships. We see a lot of happy moments spent with your friends. They will make you feel satisfied. You will be happy with them. You have a lot of friends, so they might not be quite that much, but you consider them just the right amount, and you will be very happy and satisfied with them. They will support you. And finally, what do we have in your 12th house? The house of your secret enemies and your subconscious, your fears. I see that you are experiencing some negative situation. You have, I believe there's some person. Let me check. Let me double check who is this devil. Is it your fears? Yes. You have some fears, subconscious fears, and you have maybe panic attacks, or it could be also sleep paralysis or something like this that you are experiencing, and you are hiding from other people. And you don't know how you can set free from this fear. How can you set yourself free from these fears? So let's see what will be the advice for you. Here the advice is to it has to do with drinking. So if you are drinking before going to bed, you should cut the quantity of liquids, if it's alcohol, or if you're like getting too excited before going to bed. The cards are telling you this is bad. So try not to try not to look at screens before going to bed, before going to sleep. don't look too bright light, and don't avoid getting too excited or too it's excited, the word, the correct word. We have these cards that are showing us somebody who is really excited and really up, and all of a sudden this should get good. So avoid bright colors, avoid drinking, avoid bright lights before going to bed, and this will help you. So that was your prediction for the month of November, Pisces. I hope this information was useful for you, and I will see you in the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.